On October 12th, 2025, a DoorDash driver made a contactless delivery where she found the customer's front door, quote unquote, wide open and saw a man asleep on his couch with his genitals exposed.
A few days ago, a TikToker named IRL Monster Hideall posted a video of her walking up to a house to deliver a DoorDash order and filming the inside, which had a man on his couch, either asleep or pretending to be asleep, with just a hoodie on, no pants, no underwear, cock and balls flapping in the wind. Like I said, she posted this video onto TikTok. It obviously got a lot of traction, and it resulted in her being fired from DoorDash and people being split right down the middle on who is in the wrong here. Now, in the background, I'm going to play the video that started all this.
In the video she made of it, she saw the door was wide open. She walked right up, saw the man was laying on the couch with his bits exposed to the world, decided to whip out her phone and take a video of it, and then walked away, finger on her mouth, saying, "Oh, that's up. That's up." That being said, she then immediately put that video on TikTok for the world to see. She says in her videos that she has been SA'd. She's been SA'd repeatedly. And maybe she was definitely flashed. I don't know if flashing is considered SA. So here we are on ChatGPT. You can see here I put in the prompt: TikTok driver claims SA for seeing man's private parts while he was in his house, front door open. Is this SA if she saw this while delivering food to a house with an open front door? ChatGPT. The scenario depends heavily on the context and intent, but based on your description, it is unlikely to meet the legal definition of SA in most U.S. jurisdictions. Here's a breakdown of how it would generally be viewed under U.S. law. SA versus indecent exposure. SA usually requires unwanted sexual contact or physical interaction, touching, penetration, etc. Simply seeing someone naked without any physical contact doesn't fit this definition. What might apply is indecent exposure or lewd conduct, but only if the man intentionally exposed himself in a sexual or offensive way, knowing someone would see. So then it goes here into intent. I put in, I think the question now is, why was he passed out with his pants around his ankles on a couch facing the front door 15 minutes after he ordered food on DoorDash? ChatGPT says, yeah, the extra detail changes everything. If he was passed out on the couch facing the front door, pants around his ankles, right after placing a DoorDash order, then the situation gets murkier legally and ethically. From a legal standpoint, intent still matters. If he was unconscious or passed out, it's hard to argue intentional exposure, which is required for indecent exposure. You can't intend to expose yourself if you're not unconscious, but the circumstances could look suspicious, especially if he opened the door earlier or arranged himself that way. Recklessness could apply. In some jurisdictions, being reckless, not caring whether someone sees you nude, can count under public indecency or lewd conduct laws. For example, if you left the door wide open, pants down, knowing someone was on the way, prosecutors might see this as knowing exposure. SA, still no. Even with the context, it's not SA under the law because there is no physical or sexual contact directed towards the driver. It's indecent exposure at best, and possibly no charge at all if he was truly unconscious or medically incapacitated. What is likely? It's probably one of three things: a drunken accident, a medical event, or intentional setup. He knew the driver was coming and planned to expose himself, which would be criminal. What usually happens, police do a welfare check. The police did talk to the guy. If he's okay, they look at the camera footage or DoorDash message to see intent. They did look at the video. And they came back to her and said that there's probably no charges to be pressed. So I guess it was not SA after all, which is unfortunate for her. She could probably sue for reckless or lewd conduct, but I don't know.
Because I've reported a couple less. Here's an update for anybody who's interested. I commented, but my comment's getting buried in my comment section. I reported this to DoorDash over 12 hours ago, and they're supposed to call me back, which is strange because I've reported a couple less serious incidents before, and they called me back within 1 to 2 hours for those reports. So I don't know what's going on there, but I didn't report this to the police last night because I wasn't sure of DoorDash's process for like SA, or if this was even reportable to the police in New York State because he was in his home. But after so many people told me to report it to the police, I did. And I called the non-emergency line, and they sent a police officer over to speak to me in person and watch the video that I have. And then he asked me to email it to him, and he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from this? And I said, yeah, if there are charges to press, I would prefer that because I don't want this to happen to somebody else again. And he understood that, the police officer, and then he went back out to his car, and then he came back to me, and he told me, like, this is pretty much verbatim. It's not verbatim, but, like, it's the point that he said. He said he's not sure if that there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house, and specifically he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or, like, his window with it out or whatever, but it's like, come on now. Like, how likely is it that it's cold outside? It's pretty chilly. Your ceiling fan is on. You got all your lights on in your house. You got your front door open, right? You just ordered DoorDash 15 minutes ago. And within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on. It's freezing outside. Like, come on now. That is voyeurism. That is exhibitionism. That was something against my own will that I was fulfilling for that man. Oh, and I forgot to say the police officer said he was going over to the residence of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say about what was going on with him. And then another major factor that we're not even considering is that man lives in a duplex. In that video, you'll see another door next to his. That's another apartment unit right next to his. That could be a family. Anybody could walk out. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances, with your door wide open regardless, because anybody could walk out and get assaulted from that, seeing what you're doing on your couch. It could be a child. Anybody could come up on your porch and see that. Anybody walking by on the sidewalk and accidentally getting a glance would be a victim. Here's an update for anybody who's interested.
The fact of the matter is, this girl completed a DoorDash, which DoorDash driver, that's her job, to complete DoorDashes. She showed up. She saw the front door was wide open. She walked up to the door, which the order said drop the order at the door. She saw the guy was, pants around his ankles on the couch, decided to whip out her phone, take a video of it, and then post the video on the internet. She contacted DoorDash, told them that she did not feel safe, told them what happened. They deactivated the guy's account. She then decided to wait a day, call the cops, and have the cops look into it. And the cops at first were like, hey, do you want us to press charges? And she was like, well, yeah, absolutely. Which, fair enough. But the guy was in his own house. This is an extremely gray area we have here. This is kind of tricky because the man is in the privacy of his own home, but his front door is wide open for the world to see. He had a food delivery coming that was supposed to be dropped off at his front door. This, to me, looks like some sort of intent. I don't know if maybe the guy hit the Tylenol PM, decided to jork his peanuts before he passed out, forgot he had DoorDash on the way. I don't know, but to me, this screams intent. And I feel kind of bad for it because, like, you could tell in this girl's TikTok, she's breaking down.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me. and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
Like, she's been kicked off of TikTok now because of this, because she filmed the inside of this this man's house. She filmed it. His address was in the video, so she is kind of doxed him. Nobody knows what street the guy was on, but nobody knows what city this happened in. I know it's in New York somewhere, but it's a gray area. She was let go of DoorDash because she exposed the inside of this man's house, which is a breach of policy. It's a privacy policy they have. DoorDash are stickler for their policies. I will tell you 100%, as I have done DoorDashing in my time. When I got that ticket for driving under suspension, DoorDash, as soon as I got that ticket, DoorDash was like within 24 hours, they had emailed me telling me that my account was suspended and that I was having to appeal that account. Now, I did appeal, and I told them, like, hey, I've already got the court taken care of. I've already paid the fines. That's fine. It's appealed. They reinstated me. No problem. She's not allowed to be reinstated. This has become like a major thing. And it was so big that TikTok even went onto their own, not TikTok, DoorDash went in on their own TikTok page and posted about it. They did it on Instagram as well. I will put that in the video.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down? And why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense? Hey guys, it's been a minute. A whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard. And that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal. They finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update.
There are rumors that there was a Ring doorbell camera or something of that nature that shows her ripping the screen door open, Spartan kicking in the front door, and then whipping out her phone to take video of this guy in the nude. If the door was closed, the guy was like, I'm going to have some me time real quick before the food comes. Maybe he was dead tired. Maybe he knocked out the baby gravy, passed out. Fair if the door was closed. Now, the fact that the door's open means it wasn't locked. Maybe she knocked on the door. Maybe it wasn't closed all the way. She knocked on the door. The thing flew open. She saw the guy there. I don't know. That's speculation because that's not what the video shows. The video could have been edited for TikTok. She could have cut off the beginning of the video, but that's speculation at this point. What the video actually shows is him, the door wide open, screen door wide open, man laying on the couch facing the door, private parts exposed to the world. DoorDash gets there. She sees that, drops the food, pulls out the phone, takes a video of it, hops back in the car, reports it to DoorDash, puts the thing on TikTok. So there's a gray area here where she should not have put it on TikTok. She put it on TikTok twice, actually. She got 2 strikes because of it. And it's tragic because now she's lost her source of income. I believe she's part of the TikTok Creator Fund, though. She's a fairly big TikTok page. But all of her comments now are just people making memes of her, posting GIFs of her, posting screenshots of her, like in very distraught forms. So this girl's kind of feeling it. She alleges that DoorDash did not let her know in advance why she was let go. She found out because people were commenting on one of her videos saying DoorDash just released why they let you go on TikTok and Instagram. So she's claiming that she didn't get an email until after these people had commented and told her what was going on. So I don't know. I really don't know what to feel here. I do feel like she was a victim. Putting it on TikTok twice was probably not the right move to do. She was going to be let go from DoorDash either way, because she did send them the video of the guy in his own home, spread eagle like that. So unfortunately, and from what I understand by her videos, the cops are not going to do anything because the man was in his own home. So I don't know how this is going to go in the future. I don't know how this is going to proceed. Hopefully there is a resolve for her. I do kind of feel like she was wrong, being as that like her main source of income is now gone. But it is what it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Peace out.